Hello everyone, Fay Explorer here. I'm so excited to share my experiences, my journeys, my trips, and my tips on how I'm able to get my visas in record time. I got my American visa in 2 weeks, my Canadian visa in 3 weeks, and my Australian visa in 1 week. A disclaimer here, I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm just one very passionate individual who loves to share her successes with you out there, with the hope that if you listen and follow my videos keenly, you'll be better guided as you apply for your visa. So in today's video, I will take you through the day of my interview. So my interview was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. So the previous day, I had checked my 20 documents again to ensure that they were in good order. I had also picked my outfit for the day. And I was looking at an outfit that was official, that was neat, that was presentable, that showed that this was serious business. And you know what? The outfit that I wore that day is the one I'm wearing now. Yes, this one. So in the morning, I was at the embassy at 8 a.m. I didn't want to be late, so I had 30 minutes to wait. So when my time came, I walked to the gate of the embassy. There was already a queue. So people started going in, and I noticed some people being turned away. So I learned that they were being turned away because they didn't have one of the documents. They had saved it in their phone and they had not printed it out. Because at the gates they were asking for a passport and a confirmation, appointment confirmation letter. So you needed to have printed it out so that you are let through. So my time came and I was let through. Then I was showed to the security area. So at the security area, they wanted to see the passport, the DS-160 confirmation page, and the appointment confirmation letter. So I showed those ones. And then I was directed to another area where we were to put any other item that was not a document and leave it at the security area. So these items included telephones or phones, car keys, bags. And then from there, we passed through the security. We were scanned so that we are let in. So going in was the waiting bay. The waiting bay had 2 sections. One for arrivals, where we queued until when one's time came, they also asked for the documents. So they asked for my passport. They asked for my DS-160 confirmation page and my appointment confirmation letter. Then I went to the other side of the waiting bay so that I wait for my turn to get into the interview hall. So when my time came to go to the interview hall, I was called in and I walked towards the window that I was directed to by the security. and I met my consular officer for the first time. So the minute I got there, he asked me, "Can I have your passport, please?" Then I responded, "Good morning, sir. Yes, here it is." And I handed over the passport. Then he responded, "Oh, good morning to you." Then he proceeded to check on his computer. So he took a few seconds, looked through a little bit, then turned back to me. Then the second question he asked me was, "What is your purpose of going to the United States?" So I responded, "I'm going on vacation to visit my auntie." Then he asked me another question. "How long will you be staying?" So I responded briefly, 2 weeks. Then he asked me another question. "What is your employment? What do you do?" So I told him, "This is my company, this is where I work, and this is what I do." He said, "Okay." Then he asked me, "Have you been to the US before?" I responded, "Yes." Then he asked me, "Have you been to another country other than the US?" I said, "Yes." Then he asked me, "Have you ever been denied a visa before?" I said, "No, sir." And all this time, I was looking at him straight in the eye, and I was smiling at him. In fact, I was at ease, I was comfortable, and I was very happy within myself because I knew being given an opportunity to be heard for me was already a blessing. So I had nothing to worry about. Then remember, I also had my documents, my proof. I had carried a whole 20 documents with me. So I think that also gave me the confidence. So from there, he asked me, "Who is financing your trip?" I said, "I am." Guys, he told me, "Your visa is granted." I felt like screaming, but you can't. So I said, "Thank you, sir. I really appreciate. I'm so happy." Then he said, "I hope you enjoy your stay in America." And guys, that is how I got my visa. So you are asking me, so what happened to the 20 documents you had carried? Believe you me, I was not asked for a single document apart from the passport that I gave him. Oh, it was so beautiful. I had also said I would mention some questions that are asked, but I wasn't asked. And the ones I can remember are, you can also be asked, are you traveling alone? And if you are accompanying maybe a parent, an old parent, or a minor who cannot travel alone, you can state that yes, I am traveling, and then you explain. Another question you can be asked is, where will you be staying? And you're supposed to have an idea about where you are staying. In fact, not an idea, you should have facts. United States is a very large country. At least you need to know the state where you're going and a general whereabout. And if they need the addresses, you have them in either your invitation letter or wherever you are going. If it's an accommodation, you have booked accommodation in a hotel, you have reserved one, you should always have your answers at the fingertips. Then if you are not supporting yourself, if you're asked who is supporting you, or how will you fund your trip, and you know you don't have a bank statement, remember we said you need an affidavit of support and the bank statement of the person who is supporting you. So guys, that is how the interview went. And I tell you, by the time I left, I found people out there mourning, some crying. And you know, one has to hold back the smile because it's not everyone who is happy. But the goodness is, you can always try a second time. Maybe find out why. So how you know you don't, how you can even tell somebody has not been given, is they get back their passport, and then there is a slip they are given. I think I saw like it was beige or brown color that indicated the reasons why you were not given. So for me, what I got back was a green paper that showed that I had been granted for. So you leave your passport with them so that the visa can be stamped. Now, if you need more information, please write to us at Fay Explorer Advisors at gmail.com. And in my next video, I will be talking to you about my Canadian visa journey that was so very exciting that you cannot afford to miss. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. So thank you so much for listening to me. God bless you. I love you.